momentous. I love Samuel L. Jackson. He's wonderful. He's great.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my living room. Apologies for the state of it. Um, yeah. Oh, just a second. I could hear myself in the background. I still had my stream running in the back. Well, in any case, I am WulfricValerius. This is Geek and Potato Soup, a steaming bowl of gaming played rather clumsily by your resident potato. Okay, so today we're looking at Layers of Fear, the DLC Inheritance. You may have seen in my previous broadcasts I did an entire run-through of Layers of Fear, the base game, from start to finish. I didn't have my cam or mic set up for that. Mostly because I am just an anxiety machine and I'm not great at having my own face on camera. So we'll see how this goes this time. Thought it might be funny for you to catch some of my jump scares. Yes. Just because, sorry, I'm fiddling with the app down here and bothering the crap out of me. This is an old iPad, an old one. There we go. Also, apologies if you hear a weird squeaking. That will be my youngest husky playing with his raspberry squeak toy upstairs. I'm hoping that doesn't take out of the atmosphere, but we shall see. I will start gaming in a second. I'm just checking my equipment is working. You know what, I'm going to have to use my mobile version until I get my iPad to work properly. Have you seen my phone case? Yeah, I'm that much of a nerd. Everybody says, doesn't that make your phone much too big? I'm like, no, not for me. I have hands that can handle it. Handle. There's probably a pun somewhere. You might have just heard me. I just had my phone start up. Okay, right. So now I can monitor my own stream properly. Let's go. Right. I'm hoping that my controller behaves itself, because sometimes the shoulder buttons don't want to work properly. This thing needs a clean as well. Sorry, I'm just so tired.
When I was a child, I used to lay in bed late at night, staring at the ceiling, listening to my father scream. Scream at my mother, scream at yet another failed masterpiece. finally just scream out into the darkness. It became my lullaby. And even when they took me away, the screams followed. I was once told that insanity runs in my family. It's time to make it stop.
Okay, flashlight, that's new from the old one, but I suppose the old one was set in a time when flashlights wouldn't have existed yet. So I suppose that makes sense. Some of the pictures are still here and intact from the first game. Good, my controls are the same. Paint smudges. Yes, my alcoholic father. Now, either that music has started up because of the tragic sign or sight of those broken bottles, or it's trying to make me go somewhere. My beloved, I've been thinking about what happened. I've been trying to understand. My dear Nameless, help me. I just don't understand. Why would you do it? Did you feel like there was no other way? Tell me, god damn it. What did I do to deserve this? I did my best. You know I did. I gave you everything. You selfish... Yeah, I'm... Yeah, they were a family with deep, deep issues. Deep issues with everybody, it seems. Considering those eyes are scratched out. I like that line at the back. How did paint get literally everywhere? Ugh. It's nice to know these are still here. That one in particular really bothers me. I'm not exactly sure what it is exactly. He looks like a really ancient version of my potato character. Not ominous at all. Ah, shit.
This place is a mess.
I can hear you in there. I'm coming, you furry little bastards. You're not getting away this time.
Yeah, my dad had a...
What the hell are you doing in there? Get out!
My dad had real issues with rats. Not my real dad, obviously, my game dad. But, well, yeah. The flush never worked. Ugh. rather morbid way of putting it, dear. I don't know why, but in the original game, only one tap ever worked. Clearly none do now, but, you know.
Ugh. Ugh, it reeks in here.
Huh. In the old game, all the fruit tumbled out of that picture. So it's rather bizarre that it appeared to have actually happened and not just been a hallucination. You know, I never found anything in these cupboards the first time around in the original game, so I don't know exactly what I'm expecting to find this time. But I'm the kind of person who opens all cupboards, all drawers, just in case, I suppose. Always afraid I'm going to miss something. I don't like that the flashlight is flickering.
I swear, that dog doesn't shut up! What? Quit looking at me like that. That dog is there for a reason. All right. You can let him out. For now.
What's the thud? Thought for a second he shot it. My eyes are really dry. Why? This was bricked up? Why? Is that supposed to suggest he put it in the fire? Something happened. Sorry, itchy ear. Kinda don't want to go into his studio yet. Basements. Basements are always fun. Why am I checking for light switches? They wouldn't work now anyway. This house has been on fire. Right.
No, that's not how it went. Maybe... I told you never to come down here!
Well, wasn't he fun? Definitely a hugely dysfunctional family.
I wonder when was the last time this place saw sunlight.
That's not disturbing at all. Bit all work and no play, right? Just a little bit shining. I have to applaud the developers on their choices of paintings they've scattered throughout this house. They're all different, creepy, hellish images. Another flashback. So I can choose either the crayon or the paintbrush. Let's use the crayon, considering I'm supposed to be a child right now.
What are you doing? Put that down! You're much too old for that childish nonsense.
Ooh, creepy.
Shh.
The little girl in red was walking through the woods when suddenly, out of nowhere, jumped out Una Cruel. Eyes glowing bloody red, teeth sharp as razors, and yet the big bad wolf did not seem to faze her.
Kinda like this.
Be careful, little girl, the big bad wolf sneered. You're in Fantasyland, where things ain't like they seem. Oh, shush, you big old meanie, the frightened girl exclaimed. You're the only threat in this wonderful land. With my magic crayons, I can do no harm. I can make the trees yellow, turn them upside down, turn grass into candy, make the sky go red. I can do whatever pops into my head. The wolf was unimpressed with the show of skill. You do have the power to do what you will. Alas, I humbly urge you to practice restraint, for you are responsible for what you create. You're nasty, jealous, and mean, said the little girl. I just want to have fun, and you want me to learn. I wish a big old rock would fall down from the sky and crush your big bad mouth into a mincemeat pie. Don't do it, I beg you, the big wolf cried. You lack scale and perspective, my sweet little child. But it was too late.
She's mean.
His warning fell on deaf ears. Down came the rock and smashed them all to smithereens.
More than just a little twisted, but clearly hugely symbolic. Is there anything else out here? Oh, okay. I guess I stepped out of bounds there. It's trying to tell me to go back. That's... are they leaves? Yeah.
Creativity is not a toy, it's a gift. Do you want to squander it like all those careless brats out there?
Oh god. The spec was that? Uh-huh. Weird. Trying to find that bit where, you know, the snake sign was. I want to investigate that bit a little more. Okay, so wherever that cup is, that's out of bounds as well. Well, that's encouraging. Creepy trees. Ah, found you. Found it, then I lost it. Where is it? left at the big top while I'm here. Guess we'll follow where the leaves go. Right. Oh, I see. There it is. Creepy snake dragon. Yes, now I've seen it, I shall move away. Well, if the game lets me. Let me out. I like this effect with the floor. Suitably creepy. Right, yeah, I saw this bit already. Yeah, I went over that. Okay, I think that was everything.
I warned you time and time again! I won't let you waste time in these mindless doodles! This is for your own good!
The little girl in red came upon a crossroads. There she stopped and wondered, which way should I go? Up jumped the wolf and gave the poor girl a fright. Do not be afraid. I'm not gonna bite. One of these paths with danger is fraught, while the other one, most assuredly, is not. The little girl in red took a shortcut she knew, through a lovely field of corn, all covered in dew.
I thought she crushed the
But
wolf with a
field
rock.
grew dark and full of despair. An eerie sense of dread filled the morning air. The girl heard the wolf yelling from afar. You have chosen poorly. You will not get far. Had you only learned how shadow and light intertwined on canvas, you could have chosen right. The little girl in red ran as fast as she could, her flowing dark hair tucked under her hood. But she quickly got tired, worn out by her flight, and succumbed to the darkness, never to see the light.
Is it just me or did that look like a flying turd going across? Considering she clearly walked into a digestive system, I would not be surprised if that was the case. out of bounds, isn't it? I'm wondering if I'm supposed to actively avoid that thing, or whether it's like just programmed into certain paths to give me the willies, as they say. Duck feet, bird feet, not ducks, bird feet. Where are you? Fizzy son of a bitch. Hell. Well, I clearly can't go that way. Wait, when you're quite finished. Okay. That's wholly encouraging. Ah, they got me. I followed that path already. Ah! What a butthole. They dog paws or kitty paws. Ah, no. Where are you? Fizzy bastard, stay out of my way. Oh, that's just the treehouse again, okay. I'm gonna pick up the paintbrush this time, see what happens with that. No! Leave me alone!
Finally! Are you ready to embrace true art?
True art, you're an absolute... I won't say what I was about to say there.
Oh, the summer trees. So green, vibrant, full of life, but also young and experienced. Let's try to find them a more poignant season, where they're wiser, have some stories to tell.
Basically creepy and crappy is what you want. No. I'm gonna go crayon
You're
again.
doing so. I warned you time and time again. I won't let you waste time in these mindless doodles. This is for your own good.
What, so I end up back here, is that it? Nothing else? Yeah, I can't seem to do anything else. I have to do paintbrush again.
Finally. Are you ready to embrace true art?
That's a
Oh,
shame.
the summer trees.
I wanted to
So
pee him off
clean
some
and
more.
vibrant, full of life, but also young and spirited. Let's try to find them a more poignant season,
Meh, 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 meh,
where
meh,
they're
meh, meh.
wiser, have some stories to tell.
Yes, you mean broken down, buggered up, just like you, sir. Excuse my idiot dog in the background shouting at nothing. Emoji. That's not my dog. That wasn't fun. No, I'll stick with the green for the minute. No. They haven't turned teddy bears against me yet. Dolls, however. Can't stand them. No, let's stick with the green. At least I know where the red is. Whoa! Right.
Brilliant. Let's add some more of the same color. That won't make it boring or predictable.
Yes, I like winding this guy up. Should I pick the crayon up again? Will you stop scampering after me, you mutt? Oh, I can't add more green.
No! Put that down! You were doing so well!
Yeah. And that's just going to take me back to the same thing again, isn't it? Where's the blue?
Ah, they sway in the breeze, but are none the wiser. Just like you!
Excuse me, sir? Well, what a beautiful way to encourage your child. This is why kids get messed up. That dog's gonna come after me again, isn't it? Pick him off, use blue again. Do it.
Ah, they sway in the
Says
breeze,
the same thing.
but are none the wiser. Just like you!
Do you want autumn or do you want them to get covered in blood? That's why I'm wondering why you want me to use red. Because you're a twisted son of a bitch, aren't you, sir?
Ah, yes! The autumn of life, when man seeks shelter from the elements. Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
The walls are breathing. Melty.
Which part of dark skies did you not understand? No! Put that down! You were doing so well!
Scribble.
I warned you time and time again! I won't let you waste time in these mindless doodles! This is for your own good!
Couldn't resist. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, yeah, so that's just leading me around in circles. Let's go back to what I was doing.
Finally! Are you ready to embrace truth? Ah, yes! The autumn of life.
Oh good, at
When
least I
men
don't have to
seek
go
shelter
through all
from
that
the
crap
elements.
again.
Let's see how our little hut fares when the skies grow dark.
I'm going to use yellow again because I like to annoy him a bit. Plus I think it added a little something to the picture.
Which
Like a
part of
little fence or
dark
something.
skies did you not
Is
understand?
it a bale of hay? I'm not sure. Something. Oh, I can go around here. Mhm. I don't like that dog. The fuck? How do I get up there? It's not letting me reach it. There's those creepy dolls. Really don't like those. How am I supposed to reach that? Yes, I hear a cat purring, but what am I supposed to do? Trying to... What am I supposed to do? How am I meant to reach that? I can't climb on those shelves. What do you want me to do? Ah! Okay, this is annoying. Can I get back? Is there somewhere I can go back? Come on. Yes, the ball. Okay. No, don't fall. Okay, so it's making all these crushing noises. That wasn't entirely disturbing.
You see? In the end, all we take for granted is fragile and temporary. Man passes, while nature endures. Speaking of which, I don't think our proud stallion likes the weather. Let's brighten things up a bit.
I've got a feeling you're going to set something on fire in this picture, aren't you? I don't have much faith in this father figure. Nasty dog. Yeah, that's the green. If I pick the green up, he's going to get upset with me. WTF. Okay. There is fire. Like I suspected would happen.
won't do us any good, no matter what color it is.
Okay. What about the green?
You're not listening. How is some soggy grass going to help here? We need to make it warmer.
Yes, you want the yellow, don't you? Too much like a maze.
That's right. The sun bestows its kind rays upon the land. It's getting warmer and warmer until finally... Marvelous, isn't it? I know it seems like a tragedy, but a beautiful tragedy is always better than an unremarkable existence.
This man really needed
In
to
his
get
own
some
way.
help.
I believe he meant well. He wanted me to excel, hoping that when the time came, I would succeed where he failed. Avoid his mistakes. God knows he made plenty of those.
Enthusiastic. Okay, dear sir, in my line of work, one becomes used to receiving all kinds of correspondence. Obsessive letters from failed authors, threats from offended readers. I guess you could say it comes with the territory. However, never in my 20 years of running a publishing house have I read anything quite like your recent letters. While I always try to keep my composure in light of your continuous and increasingly enthusiastic output, I find it exceedingly difficult to reply in a civilized manner. Hence, let me be painfully clear. We at Marshall & Waters take pride in our numerous publications, especially our acclaimed encyclopedias. Our staff of esteemed academics work tirelessly to provide our readers with the most up-to-date information and include the latest scientific data. Unfortunately, your findings have nothing to do with real science, and the visual references you have provided, although impressive from a purely artistic standpoint, are not proof of anything. Honestly, your continuing attempts at redefining the rat and exposing its true vile nature have turned from being simply tiresome to deeply disturbing. If this was some misguided attempt at performance art, then I must say I find it in very poor taste. If, however, you are being serious, I humbly advise you to seek professional help. In either case, I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you. Regards, Charles Joseph Marshall, Marshall & Waters Publishing. Now, considering everything we've just seen and the remark I made beforehand, I think it's reasonable to say that this guy was clearly mentally disturbed. Fluorescent. Luminescence to occur. Exposed to light for 30 seconds. So glowing red paint. Interesting choice of tool. I believe now the only way is Hello, Potato Man. Ugh.
Ugh, what's wrong with this thing?
Never encouraging. Although entirely typical for this type of game. He really was obsessed with rats.
That dog better not be where I think it is. Get the hell off! I told you not to spoil that fucking mutt!
Pleasant fellow. I wouldn't mind, he's the one who bought the dog. Yes, I thought so. Let's try the bedroom. Oh, poor thing.
Huh. I don't remember that being there. I can hear you out there. Please, please help me. It hurts. It hurts so much. I can't take it anymore. Why won't you help me? Oh, you're just like your father. You don't care about me. You probably wish I was dead.
What is a small child supposed to do to help her clearly disabled and disfigured mother? A beautiful image to have hung above your bed. Why is the door to my old room so nice, while the others are really scaggy? I could have sworn this is where he burned the image. My poor disfigured mother. To be honest, it's not as bad as they make out, in terms of appearance. She was still pretty. Just not on the inside, it seems. He was obsessed.
Right, young lady. Shall we continue? Right. Whatever happens, just keep looking at me and listen. Now, where was it? Ah, yes. The princess was all alone in the dark. And yet, she felt that the evil witch was looking. Princess, keep looking at me. And yet, she felt that the evil witch was lurking nearby. As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something moving in the corner of her eye. Keep your head straight. Look at me! As her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something moving in the corner of her eye. And yet, she did not dare to move, for she knew that that would be the end of her. The princess heard a fearsome growl. The witch had unleashed her familiar, the hellhound. The monster. Do you want this story to have a happy ending or not?
Oh, God damn it! Not again! Fine! Because the princess wouldn't stop fidgeting, she was set upon by the evil witch's minion and dragged off into the darkness, never to be seen again. The end.
What a beautifully encouraging father.
My fault. It was always my fault. All I had to do was stay still, day after day, for hours on end, until he would finally get it right. I've lost count of how many attempts there were, but each one made me feel like I was his greatest failure.
Really quite sad. My eyes being quite dry here at the moment, and the fact that this story is quite sad, don't be surprised if my eyes start watering in a minute. Suspiciously smoky in here. So I can't open those cupboards. The door's locked. I guess they're supposed to be Dear Daddy and Mumsy. They're on the wall. Okay, that's a hallway. What's over here? Same hallway. Sudden books. Sudden door.
Hey
Okay.
there. be afraid. It won't bite. Here, try for yourself.
Yeah, that's how all music looks to me. Duh, garbled.
No, that's not quite right. Huh, still not quite there.
Whoever's pounding on that piano, quit it! Did I not make myself clear?
Well, he's not happy.
You know what? I have an idea. Go get your crayons.
I'll get them in a minute.
If you can't do it right, then don't do it at all.
I don't like these style of paintings, but I think that's why they're always included in this creepy sort of game. Where are my crayons? Not in here, it seems. Okay. Okay. Why are you trembling? There are rats up there. I'll go out there in a minute. I want to see what this is all about. Okay, so I can pause the room in different states. Don't like that ominous undercurrent. Don't like this picture. Don't know why I've opened those, I can't see inside them. Aww. Alright, because that's not entirely creepy. I see, so one way, scary, angry daddy, the other way, glorious, glowing, musical mother. Anything else in here before I move on? Obviously we're going to go this way. Okay. So we're not allowed to go that way. The heck is going on here? What's this thing all about? Big tree, I get that, but doesn't seem right for the period. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Whew.
I can't do this without you.
Me no likey. Okay. It's a rocking horse one.
Ow! Oh, hey, Princess. Didn't know you were around here. No, it's all right. Daddy just tripped. You know, clumsy old playground. Oh, there. You don't need to worry. Daddy's just so very tired.
Sad. See what's up here first. Bottom part of the sketch. I see. You know what? I'm gonna go back down. Go back down. See what's in there first. Okay. The globe is breathing. Why are you breathing? Okay, so these rooms just go round and around. So it didn't matter if I went up or down. Okay, that's not normal. Maybe I should think about wearing contact lenses when I do these again. And it's been stabbed. Seem to spot another. Okay, twisty chair. I should come to expect that. So where's the other piece of the sketch? Where is it? Do I push this? Itchy eye. I don't like those shadows. That's not a fun bass note. Now, what am I meant to do now? Up the stairs? Excuse me, I must adjust my headset. Well, my glasses.
Oh, hey there, young lady. Shouldn't you be in bed? It's all right. You can stay. Just don't make too much noise. Daddy's working. What do you mean, who's that? It's Mommy. What? That's not what Mommy looks like? Well, she does to me.
Oh, that's sweet. Before everything started going to poop, I imagine. Lovely. Yum. Ah. Locked, okay. Okay, so what did he... Why did he do this to his kid's drawing? Problems. You know that weird tone that they played over the top of that? That's what my tinnitus sounds like. Just a little pointless fact there for you. Ah, this room again. Oh, I remember that. Let's go left this time. What? Revolutionary projection method takes audience by storm. Things were off to a slow and fairly uninspiring start last night at the world-renowned Chiron Odeon. As the lights dimmed and the murmurs died down, Nameless took the stage. The ingenious engineer, businessman and philanthropist went on and on about his vision for the future, a world where artificial images can be created out of thin air and appear just as real as any physical object or person. Despite his undeniable passion, the speech went on a bit long, and the audience started to wonder if the man actually had anything to show for it. Little did we know the whole thing was in fact a brilliant diversionary tactic. Seemingly bored by the sound of his own voice, Nameless invited his friend to take the stage, hoping that he would do a better job at explaining just how revolutionary their new technology was. The entire crowd gasped in disbelief as an exact duplicate of the speaker took to the stage and proceeded to address the audience. And then came another, and another. In a matter of minutes, the entire stage was filled with what seemed like identical twins of the inventor. The crowd erupted into a standing ovation as the man himself appeared at the back of the room. As he was making his way to the stage, his doppelgangers gradually dissolved into thin air. Nameless proceeded to take questions from the audience. Although the response was overwhelmingly positive, there were a few skeptics to be found. When asked about the potential hazards of the technology, its creator seemed unfazed and quipped jokingly that people were once terrified of automobiles. All joking aside, the spectacle did prove a bit much for some audience members. Several instances of fainting have been reported, and one elderly gentleman had to be escorted out of the building by paramedics. For better or worse, the technology is bound to generate controversy. On the one hand, its potential applications are seemingly limitless, from engineering through education and medicine to visual art. On the other, one needs to pose the inevitable and unnerving question: if there comes a time when we are unable to distinguish between reality and fiction, just how will that affect us as a society? Very interesting. Not sure exactly what this has to do with the rest of the game or the story, but interesting nonetheless. no likey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
It's interesting how they've omitted names from this. Are you supposed to be a doll, or perhaps an incarnation of myself? What is it with the apples? Okay. So that's not terrifying in the slightest. You're creepy. I don't like heights. Great, you're making me wobble.
Are you out of your mind?
What? You said there was gonna be a party. I just started a bit early. Whoops.
So he started to slip. Yes. I don't like this. And isn't that encouraging? You're making it very hard for me to control this.
This one's perfect. It has to be. I'm gonna prove you wrong. All of you.
That's terrible.
What? Not now, Princess. Go play with your diamonds, or your crayons. Daddy's very busy.
I probably made this. What's that? Oh, just a piece of wood. Okay. Let's go back. A miniature piano. I hear a metronome. A clock. This is must how it feels. Must how it feel. It must be, sorry, how it feels to a child. Big and imposing, scary, twisted. It's the I get it. It's supposed to represent the woods and the trees. Okay. Wish to ruin dogs for me? I have 3 dogs. I don't want dogs to be ruined.
What the hell did you do? Oh, you didn't mean to. Well, that makes it all better, doesn't it? It'll just magically unbreak because you didn't mean to. Go on, get out of here. Go to your room and break shit in there. Just take all your toys and smash them, one by one. And keep at it. Maybe you'll finally get good at something.
How do you say that to such a small child? My word. Parent of the Year. Ah, there it is. Mr. Scooter. Reward all my dollies. She loved Mr. Scooter. I want Mr. Scooter. Mr. Scooter. Go over there in a second. Ow. How am I supposed? Okay. The smeg. Oh. the scooter. What else can I use? Anything else in here? Nothing else in the clock I can use. Oh. No. Okay. I'll have to go past and see what's there. What's all that about? So there must be something in here I can use. But where? Am I being blind? Can any of you guys see anything? Ah. How do I get it? Can I push a chair? No. Can I climb the bookcase? No. Can I push my stairs? No. How do I get up there? Is there something I can throw? Can I take that thing back? Get you. there something in that jar I can use? Look like marbles or something. Stay bean. That's it. No cherries or grapes or what? Can I throw something? What am I meant to do? I might have to look this one up because otherwise I'm going to be sat here for a long time trying to figure this out. So bear with me just a moment. I don't usually like hitting Google for answers, but considering this is eluding me somewhat, that's not helpful. Alright. Trying to find the answer to this little puzzle because it is eluding me. Right. Okay, so I'm supposed to put the cog up there, but I can't seem to find the cog anymore after I used it once. Can't take that out of there. I can't pick up the jar lid again for some reason. Maybe I have to go and reset the room by going in here. Will that work? No, the jar lid is still there. Okay. Well, there's the cog. Why can I not pick you up? One second. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is surprisingly more difficult to figure out. can't figure out how to fix this darn thing. Still trying to figure this out. Sorry, guys. This is not helpful at all. And I can't exit. Wondering if I have to reset the room, like start my save over. So I can't seem to pick up the lid. I can't pick up the cog, despite it being here. I need both of those. So I may have to just reset my save. Start from here. Right, okay. How do I do this? Trying to figure this out. Sorry, guys. Right, so I'm supposed to be able to climb onto the sofa and pull the wheel down. Right, now I have the wheel. Come here, Mr. Scooter. Yay.
You're sick! You're insane! You're not thinking straight!
You're right. I am sick. I'm sick of you not being there for us. We need you. I need you. When was the last time you slept with me? Christ, when was the last time you even touched me? Do you know what that does to me? To know that my own husband is disgusted with me.
Well, excuse me if I've been too busy working my ass off trying to provide for this family. But no, you're right. It's much more important to whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
You call that work?
Mr.
You lock
Scooter
yourself
is
in there for hours,
protecting me.
days. You come out looking like shit, stinking of booze and stale piss.
Thank you, Mr. Scooter. Bye-bye, Mr. Scooter. We love you. So cute.
What? Oh, that's all right, honey. Something got into Mommy's eye, that's all. You be a good little girl and go to sleep. Daddy's working, so we can't disturb him. Mommy has to go downstairs and take a bath. I love you.
More than a wife, she was first and foremost his muse. Her beauty and talent drove him. After the accident, she became a burden, a disgusting monster screeching out from her bed, an anchor weighing him down.
Last will and testament. I, nameless, grasping at the remains of my sanity, declare this to be my last will and testament. I hereby deem all my previous wills just as worthless as the shallow husks calling themselves my friends and associates. To my agent, Thomas Caldwell, I bestow the hellish vermin that infest my home, praying that they will gnaw away at him endlessly, bleeding him dry, just like he did to me. To my publisher, Liam Brickstone, I bequeath the flames that consumed the love of my life, in hope that they will devour him, along with the wretched whore and the squealing bastard he calls his family. To my lawyer, James Jerome Sadler, I pass on whatever illness has rotted my mind and soul away, so that he can feel just as empty and useless as he was to me. To any other parasites that come crawling out of the woodwork, I leave nothing. To hell with all of you. Finally, to my beloved daughter, Nameless, I leave all my earthly possessions for what they're worth. I hope they will inspire you to realize your true potential. The final, most precious gift, however, is not mine to give. You will have to discover that on your own. I believe in you, as I always have. Sad. Is it weird that I kind of like this painting? This game really touches on some heavy, heavy themes. Getting kind of emotional. It does seem to do that to me, this game. Yeah, I went in there already, didn't I? And I did this one already, didn't I? Yeah.
It's me. But what does it mean? Oh, there has to be more to this.
So that's what all the scribbles on those pictures were all about. Been in here, done the kitchen. Been into the study. Try the basement. if you guys can spot anything, do mention in the chat if you're floating around in there. Basement on the studio. Dear friend, today before I leave for my new appointment, I intend to make one final attempt to communicate with you. Since you have obviously decided not to answer my calls or letters, I shall endeavour to speak with you in person. If you're reading this, then I have clearly failed, and for that I apologise. Should you choose to ignore me, I will slip this letter under your door. Hopefully you can at least read it, for old time's sake. If me knocking on the door has caused you any discomfort, please know that this was not my intent. I wish I could tell you that I found some miracle solution to your problem, but unfortunately such is not the case. Do know that as your legal representative, I always did my best, and that is the God's honest truth. Unfortunately, I feel that the issues you're struggling with go way beyond my expertise. At this point, I once again feel the urge to ask you to reconsider seeking professional help, but let's be honest. If you were to listen to me, you would have done it a long time ago. I regret it had to end this way. Know that you and your family will always be in my thoughts. Your old friend, James Jerome Sadler, attorney at law. Excuse me. Oh, my ears are starting to hurt. There must be something I'm missing then. Not sure why, but I don't seem to be able to zoom in anymore. Yes, I've been in every room down here. Ah yes, finally.
So, after all this time, after all I've been through,
Stay here. Your mother and I need to talk.
this is all you have for me? And of all places, you chose this room.
You think I don't hear that? Stop crying! Don't make me come in there!
So many memories. This one room
Is that
filled
me?
with more memories than I can count.
I thought I told you to be quiet!
Oh, the lovely memories. I imagined him standing there,
Salve.
all
Regina.
smug and pleased with himself,
Interesting.
thinking this piece of canvas was somehow going to fix everything. I imagined what I would say to him, what I would do. My daddy. You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have.
Well, there we have it. That's one of the endings to the DLC. I've recently learned that there are multiple endings to both the main game and the DLC, so in future streams I will attempt to find the others. But I will try and mix things up a bit, try other games in between, or just play some of my old mainstays. But in the meantime, yes, that was Layers of Fear Inheritance. If you have any suggestions for other games, anything along this vein, anything you'd like to see me play, please drop those somewhere below in chat or whisper me. I don't know, because at the moment I haven't got much set up here. I am fairly new to this kind of thing, so yeah, any suggestions I will be glad to receive. Also, if you enjoyed watching me today, please do hit the follow button. I will be grateful. Share it around a bit. I will love you forever. And yes, I will try and improve, obviously, my streams. I am not the best at speaking to camera. And one of these days I will get a proper setup room where I can sit without all this generalized clutter behind me. Yes. Well, in any case, that game was quite enjoyable. I really did like that. Usually I'm not very good with horror type games because I tend to scare easily. Yeah, you heard me right. I scare easily. So this is the chance for you to suggest games that you want to see me comically freak out about. So, yes. Okay, well, I'm going to be off for the evening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back tomorrow at around 4 o'clock for something I haven't decided on yet, but we'll see. I will have a think. But I will be back. So thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you again very soon. Ta-ta for now.